Yo, how we doing today, YouTube, man? This is your boy, Jeff Cartier, with another episode on supply and demand. Yo, man, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Yo, if you haven't liked and subscribed already, please like and subscribe. Today, I got something for y'all. Not sure how you're gonna feel about it, but I seen something today that kind of pretty much just made me feel like, yo, I need to shed some light on it. But here we have is the Twerk team. This is the Twerk team, and they are pretty much the originators of twerking. They originated twerking. They're like the first chicks that has ever done twerking. They made it pop pretty much. And this has been crazy to me. If you could see right now, this is like some of the oldest videos that they have posted. This dated about like 5 years ago. All right. If you come to the newest videos, you'll see 11 years ago they started twerking. So I'm not sure if you can see. This is not one of the main people. I believe she was one of the mains. But pretty much, yeah, this is one of the main chicks. She's Miss Twerk something. She was like the GOAT. This chick right here is like the GOAT of twerking. She kind of like helped the whole brand start. It's her and another one, Lady Luscious. Yeah. They was the ones that pretty much started this whole twerk culture stuff, all right? So I just need y'all to understand that first part and just have a understanding on how long, chicks been twerking for. You know what I mean? They've been doing it for a while now. Now, I don't know if y'all see something wrong with this, but these movements that these chicks is doing, the way they moving their body, they've been moving their body like that. Their first video they posted, 11 years ago. I was about 19 when that happened. I'm 30 right now. So twerking has been going on for a long time, you know what I mean? And right now there's people in different cultures and from different backgrounds that don't even understand where it even came from. And now they're twerking. Now we got the masses twerking, and they're pushing this stuff on our youth and our culture, and it just, I feel like it's a lot for me. And I feel like a lot of things are not understood and can't be understood because, it's being normalized, and people are starting to see things like this as a normal thing, and it's just, good, clean fun, but they're not realizing that if you label it as good, clean fun, and the only thing you see it as good, clean fun, but this is also tapping into our youth and our generation and the way they think and the way they believe, tradition is, and how we would believe that we would want to see our younger generation, grow up, right? So here I go. Now, here Netflix goes, right? And puts out a movie called Cuties, right? And I could see already there's going to be so many people defending it, like, oh, what's the big deal about how they're dressed? Cheerleaders dress like that. If my daughter wears a bathing suit, she might look like that. It's no reason why it's a big deal because a young girl's dressing like that. She should be under the supervision of her parents, so it should be fine if she was dressing like that. I don't agree with none of that, but I'm pretty sure there's a good handful of people that's going to say those things. So that's the first thing. But let's say scratch the way they dress, and the little girls are just, they look like they're dancers. They look like they're just dancing right now, having a good time, right? The description of the movie says, Amy, 11, which means that she's 11 years old, becomes fascinated with a twerk dance crew, Hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, defying her family's tradition. Now, when I was 11, I'd have a girlfriend neighbor and we would really just play. You know what I mean? Um, Not one time did an 11-year-old girl, not that I can remember, twerk next to me when I was a kid. You know, she might have did a little dance. She might have did a little back in. I'm from New York. We might do a little Harlem Shake. We might do a little heel and toe. We might do the crip walk. You know what I mean? But it was never like, she's trying to show off her twerking. She was trying to show off her best crip walk, her best Harlem Shake. You know what I mean? Butterfly, all the cool dances that was lit back in the day. It was never on some they trying to twerk, all right? But now you're trying to tell me an 11-year-old girl found twerking fascinating. Now she's going to explore her femininity. You know what I mean? If that's the way they want to say twerking is a way of you know exploring your femininity or displaying your femininity, then that is that is incorrect all the way. But then it says defying her family's tradition. So that is another thing that to me it seems to be completely crazy, because defying her family's tradition is definitely a terrible, 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 terrible thing to say that an 11-year-old girl's doing. But I don't think that 11-year-old girl should be defying family tradition. She should be embracing family tradition and be well into it. You know what I mean? Doing family oriented things and things of that sort, and not going out to go to, I don't know, become the best twerker or become a twerkologist or a twerkist or whatever she's trying to become, right? Um, I'm pretty sure people are gonna probably say that there's nothing wrong with this, but I've also been, labeled misogynistic and judgmental and just everything critical, and I've been having people being very critical towards me with me responding to twerk culture and how it's not doing anything for our community, and it's not helping our young women, believe in, family tradition and traditions in general, and just not twerking. You know what I mean? Granted, you know what I mean? It's just granted, whatever I'm saying right now, granted, you don't agree, but I think that everyone should take this with a grain of salt and understand that this is definitely not how we're supposed to be moving. You know what I mean? There are obviously some sick people in the background that's trying to push this agenda. You know what I mean? There's some sick people trying to push these agendas on us and making us feel as if we're supposed to be doing this, as if this is not destruction of family traditions and this is not exploitation of kids. So scratch that, right? Right now, from what we know, Amy's 11 and she's trying to become a Turkish or a Turkologist or whatever, right? But this movie's rated TVMA, which means TV mature. So is this for a mature audience or is this for a young audience? But how can you expect me to tell a younger woman or a young lady that this is inappropriate for her to watch when she sees little girls that look just like her, on the cover, with shorts in twerk position, and that's what the description is. They changed the description. They took the twerking part out of it. I'm going to put the description up. But this is what they changed their mind to, and this is what they changed it to. And you can see that, the masses are very aware of what they're doing, because they wouldn't have changed it. But they definitely want to, possibly, mislead the parents on letting the kids watch it. Because if it said twerking off of the initial reaction, a parent would say, no, you can't watch this. But after they changed it to what they just changed it to, they're obviously going to probably subconsciously let them watch it, not realizing that it's about twerking. It's about twerking your body, and that's not how I view women should believe that they should carry themselves, and I don't think that there's something that they should glorify. Um, I've only seen one career made out of twerking, and that's becoming a stripper. Um, After that, I don't think twerking is something that will build careers, will build honest young women in our community, or any of that sort. I don't think it has that power to do that. So, like I said, if I'm saying it's blasphemy, please tell me I am blasphemous. Please go in the comments and tear me a new one if you like to, if you feel like what I'm saying is. But I feel like what I'm saying has so many valid points and it's so correct, and I don't know how can you just revert or change that narrative into something that's better than what it is when you clearly know it's not. So yeah, man, so far, man, if you just like and subscribe to this video, please do that now. Man, this shook up my morning. I'm not really feeling the whole vibe right now. Right now I'm currently on Facebook trying to figure out who will support this. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm just hoping that, we could all do better. So that's the reason why I made this video. I appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you for tuning in. And again, like and subscribe. This is Supply and Demand. And it's your boy, Jeff Cartier. I'm out. Back then had the Rover, it was 89. I promise that shit was a classic. I had to cash out, cause back then, it was paper, no plastic. But nowadays, they make paper with plastic. All these records Jurassic, they dressed up in latest fashion.